During the NFL's negotiating window, Douglas first reached an agreement with former Ravens 26-year-old left guard John Simpson.
A dream come true.
Last season, the 6'4", 330-pound Simpson started all 17 regular season games for the Ravens while leading the club with 1,119 offensive snaps. According to StatPass.com, he allowed 2 sacks while playing a critical role in the Ravens' top rushing offense, ranked number 1 in the National Football League in yards per game and number 3 in yards per carry. As you'll see right now for Brian Baldinger, Simpson is a powerful mauler.
They used him all the time on trap and powers and counters. He led the way. Like you're watching right here, here he comes on TJ Watt. Like sitting on Watt right there, Gus Edwards cuts right off. You expect the Jets to run a lot of these powers just like this. Bam, just sitting right on the safety in the hole right there. And up against Chris Jones, maybe the most powerful defensive tackle in the league, he can stay right in front of him. Back at the Combine, when he came out of Clemson, he bench pressed 225 pounds. He bench pressed it 34 times, which is elite. He's got great power and strength to be able to take on guys like Cam Hayward right here and be able to help against Highsmith. He understands how to help your center and your tackle. Always looking to give a good free shove, a good push, light on his feet at 330-plus pounds.
Following the Simpson agreement, Douglas acquired another former Raven, Morgan Moses.
When I left, man, I felt like I had so much unfinished business here.
The 6'6", 320-pound Moses will return to a Jets club where he started 16 of 17 games in 2021. Robert Saleh first as head coach. Since 2020, his last season with Washington, Moses has an overall grade of 84.6 from Pro Football Focus, and his 88.4 run blocking grade in that span ranks 6th among all tackles. Here's Baldy on Morgan Moses.
When you watch him here against Nick Bosa, inside out, right? He's got his hands on him. He's big. He's got long arms. Keep Bosa right there. And when you get him like this, in his short sets, get your hands on him. Knows how to take on the best players and the best ends and the best defensive linemen in the league. Good kickstart against Aiden Hutchinson right here. Gets his hands on him right now. Gets off him, and now he's in great shape. Great shape for Lamar to be able to stand there and make that throw. Like here it is. I mean, make no mistake about it. His strength of his game is the run game. Just pushing people, moving the line of scrimmage, letting the back decide where to go.
The methodical Douglas stayed patient and reeled in a big fish last weekend on Tyron Smith.
I think it's going to be an amazing season, and I feel like all the pieces are starting to come together, especially the guys bringing in for the offensive line. And I feel like it's going to be a strong offense this year.
The Jets officially signed the 6'5", 320-pound Smith, one of the NFL's premier blindside protectors, on Monday. Smith, an 8-time Pro Bowler, is a future Hall of Famer who started 13 games last season for Dallas at left tackle. With him in the lineup, the Cowboys were the league's #1 scoring offense at 29.9 points per game. Over the past 6 seasons, Smith has allowed a sack on an average of once every 6+ games and once every 402 snaps. Here's the elite tackle in action.
One thing about it, he's got vice grips for hands. 8-time Pro Bowl player, 2-time All-Pro. Vice grips for hands, you can't get them all. No clock in his head. So Dak Prescott, however long it takes, that's really been his game. Here he is, final game last year, playoff loss to Green Bay against the rookie, Lucas Van Ness. Bam, there's the hands. Inside, right on the chest plate. Moves to feet, and now Dak Prescott has time to make the throw. He still has great grip strength and power just to be able to do that to defensive linemen of Buffalo last year. Watch him, the technician that he is. Now, watch him reset this right hand to get it inside the chest plate. And once he gets it there, he can drop the anchor and give Dak Prescott time to throw the ball. In the run game, he still has great movement. To be able to cut off the backside of this zone right here. Watch him working backside cutoff right here. So Tony Pollard now has a lane to run through.
If the Jets played tomorrow, they would likely line up with Tyron Smith at left tackle, John Simpson at left guard, Joe Tippmann at center, Elijah Vera-Tucker at right guard, and Morgan Moses at right tackle. But Douglas might not be done with his offensive line reshuffling, as he owns 7 selections in April's draft, including the 10th overall selection in round 1. After attacking free agency and landing Tyron Smith and John Simpson, plus going the trade route for Morgan Moses, Douglas has not just turned a weakness into a potential strength, he's increased his flexibility in the process.